Now, our next guest is Hollywood's queen of comedy. Melissa McCarthy has made us laugh until our sides hurt in movies like Bridesmaids and Spy.
Now she's in Australia to promote her hilarious new movie, The Boss.
Damn it! Who puts a roof on a scooter? What are you, the Pope?
She scored a Golden Globe nomination for her role as a federal agent in Spy.
These look delicious.
Cool.
This is very chewy.
You're eating a hand towel.
Just cleansing my palate.
And an Oscar nomination for playing Megan in the smash hit comedy Bridesmaids.
You must be Annie's fella.
I'm not with him.
I'm glad he's single, because I'm going to climb that like a tree.
Melissa McCarthy is one of Hollywood's biggest draw cards, an award-winning actress with a string of memorable characters.
You don't fit in?
I'm a federal agent.
Really? Because you look like you're going to set up a table and do their taxes. What are those?
Stop it. They're Spanx. They hold everything together.
Why? What's going to come popping out?
Last night, Melissa walked the red carpet at the Australian premiere of The Boss in Sydney. Her new comedy is about a billionaire businesswoman with a colossal ego.
I deserve a pay raise.
You have a child.
Yeah.
Was that through intercourse?
Yes.
I usually get kind of an asexual vibe.
But Michelle Darnell's wealthy lifestyle comes crashing down when she's convicted of insider trading and she loses it all.
Ha, look at that. A bed and a sofa.
Careful, it's a bit temperamental.
It's not so bad. Oh, I think I've shattered my pelvis.
The writer and director of The Boss is Ben Falcone, who's Melissa's husband in real life. He's also her frequent co-star.
All your accounts have been frozen.
Claire, get me a new lawyer.
You don't have any money, you stupid ginger!
Together, Melissa and Ben are a comedy powerhouse.
Don't call it a comeback!
Okay, Crystal, what do we say if somebody doesn't want to buy?
Buy my brownies or I'll kill you.
It's a very, very funny movie. Melissa McCarthy and also the brains behind the movie, Ben Falcone. See, we've got to acknowledge Ben.
Thank you very much.
Equal partner here this morning. Welcome. Welcome to Australia to your first time.
I know, delightful to be here.
Yeah.
Now The Boss is so funny, but you created the character 15 years ago. Tell us about that.
She's been with me a long time. We met at the Groundlings Theater, a small little improv theater in Los Angeles. And about 15, 16 years ago, I first did Michelle Darnell. Looked very similar, turtleneck, spiky hair. And I just kind of loved her. I kind of couldn't let her go. And I found we were still talking about her, or I was still talking about her.
Yeah, she would bring up at dinner, you know, hey.
8 years later, I'm like, I think Michelle's an orphan. He's like, who's Michelle? What are you talking about? I'm like, Michelle Darnell. He's like, from 9 years ago. I'm like, yeah, I think she had a really tough upbringing. He's like, oh my God. So we kind of either had to, you know, commit me or write a movie so I could fully tell her story.
You had to bring Michelle right out and share her.
I really did. She was not done with me.
So where did she come from? She wears the turtlenecks and the capes.
Which seems like the greatest idea ever.
Yeah. And
after being in capes and turtlenecks and cashmere and all these amazing fabrics for 3 months, by the end of it, I'm like, why are we not all dressing like this? It's very luscious.
Is she based on anyone real, or is she really just your alter ego?
Certainly my alter ego. It's like the woman I hope to be in terms of like really getting put together every morning. Not me taking my kids to school in like my ripped jeans and boots and like my hair in a scrunchie. I'm like, I'm not doing all of that. But she's kind of an amalgamation of like, you know, I looked into a lot of CEOs. There was a little Leona Helmsley in there from back in the day. And just those really strong women that were unapologetic for their power.
And Ben, how much of Melissa is in Michelle at home? Do you say, get out of that Michelle role?
Michelle, leave.
He's gonna slap it out of me.
You know, Melissa is
watch it.
Has a lot of abilities like Michelle does, and she's confident in her abilities, and she, which is good, right? That's not a bad thing.
It's getting a bit awkward here,
right?
Yes, sure.
But there are many parts of Michelle that are not Melissa at all. Thankfully, she doesn't, you know, swear at me and the kids.
No, I don't do that.
You know.
That was the trickiest part, and when we were shooting that part, you know, we felt very dicey. Kristen Bell, who's so fantastic and has 2 kids as well, we kept saying like, no, these are not great choices. There's so many other words that are, you know, there's the words of the world. And like the kids and the kids' parents were like, we get it, it's a movie, move on.
Let's go.
We were very, you know, but I really did want to show her doing the wrong thing in front of kids so it would allow her to get better.
Yes.
So we kind of had to show her doing it incorrectly to let her, you know, change a little throughout the movie.
We asked movie star couples this question who work together. And for those of us who've never been on a movie set, is it when you work together and then go home at night, do you get sick of each other during the filming process, or is it two completely separate lives that you just draw a line down the middle?
I wouldn't say it's separate lives, but I don't think we get sick of each other. It's really
we really
fun what we
don't.
do. We're grateful to do it. And, you know, when we
It's
go home,
fun.
we're
I
talking
mean-
about comedy bits. Like, what are we going to do tomorrow? You know, like.
Yeah, it's like, am I gonna really grab onto Kristen Bell's bra tomorrow and like do crazy things? Like that's a pretty funny thing to sit and have a glass of wine and talk about. And our kids are always like, "What are you doing? What are you doing tomorrow?" We're like, never mind.
Do the kids love it? Do your kids at home?
They do. I mean, we're always talking about weird, goofy stuff, and they throw in pitches, or they're very, very apt to be like, "That's not very funny," and then walk out of the room. We're like,
But they're,
got burned by a
but they're
five-year-old.
actually in the movie, aren't they?
They
are in this one.
They both are.
Which troupe do they play? The Girl Guides or your troupe?
They're at Darnell's Darlings.
Right.
Our oldest daughter Vivian plays me at 8 in the very beginning of the movie when she gets out of the car.
She's the second orphan.
the second orphan. And then our smallest, our youngest daughter there's a big montage that pulls out, and she's the little tiny blonde at the beginning, just reading somebody the riot act in it. So
Now you got to watch out for that when you see it. So she's not the giant kid.
no,
but the really aggressive
but she
one.
was amazing. Yeah.
She's great, but no, that's not our child.
All right.
All right, we've got a clip from the film. This takes place after Michelle loses her billions, moves into her assistant's house. Have a look at this.
We gotta get on a schedule if you're gonna be here. Oh my God! Close your robe.
No, absolutely not. I'm self-tanning and my legs are still wet.
Oh my God.
Now, do me a favor and tell me if I have any streaks on my hamstrings.
Oh God, put it away.
Huh?
Put it away.
Hi, Raquel.
It's Rachel. Go grab your backpack, honey. We don't need to brush our teeth today. Our teeth are fine. You need to wipe some of that off your face. You know it dries darker.
No. Is it?
Yes.
That's not what the bottle says. Oh, it's okay. It's coming off like a dream on your toe.
Oh, okay. Who amongst us hasn't done that to their towels in the bathroom?
That's based on the one time I tried to do a spray tan. I was like, everybody does it, and I ruined all my towels.
And the
like,
bathroom.
cabinets were ruined.
Yeah.
It's like, it stained, it lasted and stayed on everything except my body.
So, okay, 2 questions from that scene. In Bridesmaids, you also put your leg up on the aeroplane. Are you incredibly flexible from the hip joints? And also, how much of this do you, improvise on set?
I am strangely flexible. It's not a stunt leg. I know. It's like when you say I've done it before, I'm like, oh God, is that my weird bit?
That's your thing.
I gotta cut off the leg bit. And then, what was the second question?
Do you how much of this
I got
is
embarrassed
scripted?
about my leg.
And then do you?
Oh.
No, it's quite a skill to be able to do that with your leg, especially when spray tanning. It's a great skill. How much do you just on set go, okay, we're rolling this way now?
We improvise a lot. I mean, we hone the script and we work on the script constantly. Each night before we shoot, we rewrite it again. We are constantly working on it. Only so then kind of when we get there, we'll maybe shoot the script once and then I kind of go off the rails.
We work really hard on something not to use it very much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And comedy is really resonating at the movies now, isn't it? Is it because, do you think, take life so seriously that we just want to laugh?
I think you want to go in. I know I do. I'm a fan of movies. I love going to movies. And when I go, I want to just check out for an hour and a half. I want to love the story. I want to laugh. I want to forget all of my to-do lists. And I just want to have a good time. And that's, we work really hard because we want people to go in there and just leave and be like, oh, my sides hurt. Like I didn't forget. I didn't think about a single thing I have to do or what I'm behind on. I just had a good time.
Well said, because that's what we want to do too. Just go and chill out.
Right?
Just quickly before we let you go, we have to talk about Ghostbusters.
Yes.
Chris Hemsworth plays your receptionist. Isn't he gorgeous? Sorry,
He
Ben,
is.
but isn't he?
He's very gorgeous. There's no 2 ways about it.
He is, but that's not even like that. That you get over, and that's not even what makes him so crazy. Like, he's so nice and charming and truly like a funny guy. But what freaked me out and all of us, like at one point we're like, did Hemsworth bring writers? Like, does he have, we literally were like, does he have someone here with him? One of the best improvisers I've ever worked with in my life,
Really?
which I found a little irritating.
She kept
Chris.
coming home and saying,
You have
Chris,
enough.
Chris was so funny today. I'm like, really?
He's got to have that too. And at one point he started singing, and I was like, "You shut up! You better not be able to sing, Hemsworth, because if you sing like an angel, it's too much. So you've got to do something poorly because it's like he really was
overkill.
He's an unbelievably funny improviser. Like he was killing us.
Well, if you want to know where it all started, watch Channel 7 tonight at 7 p.m. Home and Away is where he started, and a lot of great Aussie actors started there too. It's great to have you here.
Thank you. Thanks for having
joining us.
Yes. Thank you.
Very funny movie. The Boss opens in cinemas on the 14th of April. Look out for the kids. Melissa and Ben are sticking around to be the bosses of sunrise to the morning, and we'll let you get to work, and we'll check you out.
I like you just dropped a DA. You got real down in it.
It's great to meet you. Thank you.
Good to see. Can you get to work now? Just
Yes.
because we
Everything's gonna
need a streamline.
right now.
We're gonna get it going.
Okay.
We're all going to wear that cash cow outfit.
What do you mean? She's a real cow.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Yes.
That's what I mean.
We're all going to become real cows.
A great improviser.
Real cows.
No, thank you, guys. Lovely to meet
Thanks
you.
so much.